What's going on, traders? How are y'all doing today? Let me turn this music off. Skirt, there it is, it's gone. Welcome. It's your boy Z-Rex. It's No Noise. We're live today. It's the 27th of May already. Holy crap balls. June is right around the corner. That's my birthday month. So, man, that's crazy. It's just like, it feels like months or days now. So like the older you get, that's how it happens, right? Anyway, some kind of whatever movement today. Just blah, except for Russell. Russell's been kicking some ass. But everything else is just kind of blah, blah, just chilling. Just going kind of sideways to down. EOS, a big mover in the crypto space, so at least off of just our shorter list here. But let's go ahead and jump into it and see what's crack-a-lacking over here in DOS Markets. Market cap did close above the 10 simple, but it's not a higher high yet in the next structure, which is right here at about 176. So, I mean, it's a start, but let's zoom in a little bit. It's a start, but just not quite enough. Yeah, Mama's right here. You can see on the average. So even the 458 showing, yeah, we're not out of the woods yet. It's inverted head and shoulders super pattern. It's going to the moon. I'm sure that's what a lot of people were saying. But I don't know. This is just not super great. This is a total range that we're in from about 175 to 140-ish. And until we really get out of that, it's kind of just a nothing burger. Same, almost exact same chart with total 2. So everything kind of acting the same right now. Bitcoin dominance is pretty much worthless and useless right now until Bitcoin makes some more clarity on direction. How to predict boring days. Shit, man, that's a great question. I wish someone had a good one for that, because it's like blah. I guess after you get really big moves like this, we kind of known that this shit was gonna, or no, we didn't know shit, but it was a high probability that it was just going to range between this big candle. So, I mean, granted, that is a 25% range. Plenty of opportunities in there, but yeah, I don't know. That's a great question. All right, so this 10 simple daily right here, rejection from the 200 over and over again. Let's see if we can actually close above it today. Might have a good chance, but yeah, it's just kind of like the total market cap picture. It's not out of the woods yet, and everything is still pretty dominant on the bears on the medium time frames, and obviously on the medium high-ish time frames up to like a weekly. And I'd say, no, the weekly is even bearish too now. You got DMI up here and over here. So it's really just the monthly that's still barely hanging on. But yeah, I mean, this just is stupid range between about 37-ish. You can see that's providing pretty good support. And about the 41, right where the 200 simple is. So price just getting squeezed up. What about futures? Futures actually look weaker. Yeah, futures actually way more bearish dominant than spot prices, so that I put more weight on the futures for sure. Man, yeah, on futures, anything below this, definitely below this body, but probably even below this one here at about, well, guess what? It's about 37, 36.5. So agreeing with spot on that, but the structure is a little bit worse on futures. Ethereum, what are you doing, Ethereum? Just chilling right up under the mama here. Momentum still bearish on the daily, still on the 8-hour-ish, which is what a 458 is, roughly, right up against the mama here. Weekly's okay. Weekly's bouncing pretty nice off the 21. And again, the weekly close is what's the most important about this week. Not the dailies. There's going to be a lot of noise, ups, downs, 40% moves, pumps, all this kind of stuff, dumps. But really the biggest thing is how this weekly closes, and not just on Mama Bear, but like across the board. If we get some pretty nice weekly closes back above some major pivot points, that would be pretty sexy for some possible continuation. Right now we're just kind of relief bouncing off this big sell-off. And let's see where 618 is. Yeah, right around here. So 618's around 3K. All the EMAs are 3K. You know, right above in the upper twos, whatever. It's close enough. So, see if bulls can push through that $3,000 area. Let's see. Futures. Yeah, futures still bearish dominance on the DMI. So I'd like to see that wane before kind of getting any sexy, excited bull boners. But, you know, I mean, it's really about Mama Bear. Mama Bear really needs to turn around. Ugh, sucks right here. Pressure getting put on Litecoin. Will it be able to sustain this 170s area? Possibly, but I don't want to hang out right around here too long. Very, very bearish dominance on DMI, RSI, all that stuff. Kind of the same shit. I mean, all these charts look pretty much the same as yesterday, so I'm going to kind of just go through these pretty fast because it's just like, whatever. Same thing, just right on that 10 simple, just getting a lot of pressure on previous consolidation zones. I mean, this is going to be pretty much every chart. Yep, here you go. Same thing, 10 simple. Smash between that and the 200. I mean, it's going to be almost the same. 10 simple, 200. This one's showing that it's a little bit weaker. It's a little farther away from its distribution zone up here. Link is trying to be more like a little Ethereum play here, but coming up into the major resistance at about $35. But I mean, it's pretty. This actually is a little bit better than the other ones. It's above its 10 simple and maybe above like $30. This actually looks okay in the short term. What's the weekly looking like? About the 3-day closes today. Oh, that actually might be a pretty good 3-day candle off of this structure here. So maybe confirming that this is a very serious support level at about $26 on Link. ADA kind of just chilling up in this range again where it just did the blow off top fake out. So kind of a pretty high risk zone right here. Not touching that one. BCH, same thing. 200 MA smash between the 10 simple. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not trading this stuff. There's not very good edge on any of these charts. Yeah, you can buy some bounces, get lucky, sell some little tops, resistance. But I mean, this is just so volatile. I mean, we're just moving 20% like almost every day, pick a direction. So easy to get hit on the wrong end of that. Oh man, this one is pretty bearish as long as it's below that 200-ish area. And you can see that mid 180s, we're looking for like a close 190 on the daily would be okay, but you can see it's struggling to do that so far. Bearish dominance on all the oscillators. So it's just kind of whatever burger for crypto. EOS, I mean, every one of these charts, there's like 3 different types of charts that we're seeing. That's this one, the one underneath the ranges, and between the 200 and 10 simple. I mean, it's pretty much, and it's not out of the woods. I mean, these are nice moves off these lows, no doubt. I mean, 63% off of this bottom for sure, but you know, it's not confirmation that this is will be the local low here. We don't quite have that yet. Monero, same kind of thing. Barely holding on to 240 so far, but as long as it's above that, it's all right. Maybe you can look for a pop up to the 300 area possibly on that one. ZC, same posturing, not as sexy as Monero, a little bit worse. The best thing it's got going for it is this daily engulfing. It's the first one. We were talking about this a few days ago. It's like the first sign that we might be basing out here. And the next thing, what should be happening after this, if this is going to be like a base and a local low, is we should be making a new daily high against formation. So on this case, it would be around like 185. But a lot of stuff is just stalling right at the 10 simple. So what should be happening from what price action is telling us is not. So that's good to carry forward as information there. Same thing, same shit, different day for Dash, blah, blah. Doge, what is Doge doing? Doge is losing some steam here. Yeah, Doge is kind of getting a little bit heavy. Let's go zoom in a tad. Yeah, this is actually kind of a bearish read for Doge. Most definitely. This looks like a little just liquidation, relief rally, no new highs. Just kind of even highs from this structure. Rejection from here, never even crossed on the 10 and 21. Actually got right to it and started fading. So not the sexiest candle. The weekly still on Doge is one of the best charts in crypto, which is crazy, but starting to get a little bit of weakness. And anything back below 30 cents, I'd look for this channel touch. And probably even a little wick below that too. And then if we break down below this, the deciding factor will probably be if we wick back above this channel and close inside of it after testing it. And what about for upside? Upside, we pretty much really got to clear this 42 cent level. And other than that, I would just consider most of the price action in between here noise. All right, let's go to ES. Let's go to traditionals. We got about 30 minutes for those guys. Let's see. The weekly shaping up to be pretty decent close. Oh, what am I getting alerted on? Rut just continuing to break out. Gold kind of being a little choppy today. ES, it's funny. Rut's rallying hard, but everything else is Bootius Maximus. Well, anyway, we'll get to right here in a second. Man, this is kind of interesting. Keep getting rejected from 4,200. I really would like to see the daily close above 4,200 to like kind of confirm that maybe this is breaking back to the upside, and we're just like so damn neutral. It's just like blah. Make up your damn mind, market. Do something. I mean, I guess it is consolidating above this this area and zone here, so that's kind of good. And I mean, keeping it simple, like we've been talking about the last few days, as long as it's above like 180-ish, it's perfectly fine. It's only below that it can get kind of bearish. NASDAQ kind of getting a little rejection set up from Mama right here. So, I mean, we've been watching this from after it broke this range, targeting that 13,700 handle. We're kind of just chilling right there. So this thing is just in this little 2% range from about 13.3 to 13.7 until it gets out of that. This is just kind of range mode. I guess maybe let's go to the weekly. Maybe we can get something on that. Yeah, this is okay. This is all right. I'd like to see maybe the weekly get back above like 11, or why do I keep saying 11? 13,750 would be a little bit sexier for sure. See what tomorrow brings. That'll be a short 24 hours away. I mean, this is fine too, just kind of hovering right above this horizontal. There is no momentum though. Hold on, I'm going to zoom in here. 3 hour barely has some, but I mean, look at this ugly candle right here. This is shitty. It's like, oh yeah, and then nothing right at these local highs and kind of just, I mean, just nothing burger, man. Daily close, though, above about 13. My God, what am I, dyslexic today? Jesus Christ. 35,000 would be really nice, but even probably 34.5 doesn't. Rut, though. Look at Rut, man. Bouncing hard off this level one more time again. Is it going to get rejected one more time again up here? Probably. I mean, that's been the MO for a while, so until that changes, you can expect more of the same. And how far are we from this? Only about 30 points from that range, and really it's about 25, yeah, whatever, 25, 30. That's splitting hairs. Let's see if this weekly can actually close above like 2280. That would actually look pretty damn sexy. It'd be one of the sexier candle closes we've seen in a hot minute. But yeah, right now it's just right up on these highs. High risk zone for longs, I think, right here. But man, this is just such a crazy pattern. I say it almost every day, I know, but just funky shit right here. Really, man, if the week though could get above like 2310 and close above that on the weekly one of these next couple weeks, that would actually probably be pretty bullish, and I'd probably look for new highs on the rut. But until it can do something and get out of this range it's been in for, what is this, 4 or 5 months now, it's just like blah. DJT, oh, this is nice, breaking back out, so that bodes well for some continued upside. VIX continuing to crater to the abyss, so that's also good. Same with VVIX. How about oil? Oh, snap. Oil, is it going to close above the devil's number? We've been looking for this for a hot minute. Are we there? Man, we got about an hour for the futures to close. Regular session's done here soon. But we've been looking for that close on the daily above 6666, the devil's number. If it can do that, I do think we make a stab to this trend line up here. So not too shabby, Earl. Getting rejection from bonds here, but it's just right smack back in the middle of the range. Let's see if notes are just coming back to the top of the range. Yep, they are, so that's still okay. Give a little more time for these dailies maybe to curl up and have a better bullish posturing, because we did have a pretty good pump in rates, but it just went right back up to the underbelly of the trend line. So we were talking about yesterday, you got to watch out. We're all watching the same movie, so a lot of times you'll get these little breakdowns from trend lines that everybody and their mom's drawn, and then they'll snap back, or they'll snap back to the top in this case, or if it was, you know, to the a resistance one, and it'd be the flip side, whatever though. So this happens a lot, and so we're getting a little bit of show on that. Will it sustain? Don't know. We gotta wait for this week, and this weekly candle is so far very, very, very tight. Dixie, what are you doing, Dixie? Just chilling. Will the 10 simple on the daily push it back down one more time? It hasn't yet today, so that might be a change of behavior. Very, very boring flat though. Very bearish on all the oscillators still too. So the 3 hour maybe is gonna look good in the next few days if it can stay above like 89, 90, but you know, it's just kind of chilling, and we can just chill down at this range too for weeks. You know, it doesn't have to break out of this. Dollar, we've mentioned that a bunch of times. Dollar's funny like that. It will cluster a lot and for a while on lows, so it's you can be real patient with Forex, that's for sure. Barely hanging on to the 10 simple. Anything back below 121.7, I'd probably look for at least low 120s, low 121s, then kind of go from there. It's been respecting this right around the 21 EMA on the daily pretty good, so that would probably be the first target. And if it wants to get real cray-cray down into the mid 120s, but pretty good though. Let's see how the weekly looks. Yeah, weekly looks okay. I mean, it's still perfectly fine above, you know, about 121's handle. DAX kind of rolling over already. What the hell? This is kind of funky pattern here. And like I was talking about yesterday, how it rallied with no momentum. I mean, look at the flat RSI. Look at the momentum's actually on the bear's favor on DMI while we've rallied 3-4%. So that's very odd. I would not be surprised to see this thing pull back down here to the lower end of the range off of this setup. It is kind of weird. Shanghai, what are you doing, Shanghai? Continuation, let's get it in. Hells to the yeah. Shanghai had a beautiful rebuying pattern, or entry, I would say. Not rebuying, because it was like the first signal. So, had an awesome entry signal here, so I'm still holding that position. Just going to be chilling with that. Gold is okay. Let's see how this weekly's shaping up. Yeah, weekly's shaping up to be whatever. But again, on the mama average and on major horizontals, you do have to be careful of throwbacks on weekly time frames. So I've lightened up completely on my precious metals here with this kind of just chilling and this weekly candle on gold. I want to see another weekly candle stabilize above this 1860-ish area, and then I'll rebuy some dips on that and re-enter. Let's see. Silver's still looking all right, just kind of riding up to 21. It's kind of a little funky week today, just kind of not really getting any momentum, not making any new highs, just staying real tight in the range there. And the weekly is just kind of a nothing burger, so... And I guess we will get the monthly close here pretty soon, right? Is that going to be this? Oh, no, it'll be Monday, actually. Okay, so that'll be a good Monday monthly edition. Platinum getting rejected. Yeah, Platinum has gotten a little bit weaker of a read here on the daily sub 1200, which we've been kind of talking about this week. And you know, it still looks okay on the weekly candle time frame, but this is kind of an ugly candle. And I just didn't like this in the daily, which we identified a week ago or so, where we made this, lost the new high, like we were sine waving it up. Nice higher lows, higher highs, bomb, and then right here gave it up and then made a lower low, and now we're making another lower high. So daily is kind of flipping around. It looks like the Wilshire World Index is rallying. It looks just like the Russell. The Russell's kind of the real economy, is what some people would say. The real companies are in there. So Wilshire not really giving us anything either. Right at the mama, right in the middle of the range. Just blah. All right, let's go to hash ribbons. What do we got here? Do we have our all-in mortgage the house buy signal? Nope, we don't. Still waiting on it. Only 16 more days to the average till it usually happens. So will it happen in that time? Nobody knows. But on average, it does happen within this box range, the buy signal. I do think that that's going to be a real easy signal, though, and everyone and their mom is kind of watching it. So I would actually look for the buy signal to flip and then probably have a little bit of a sell-off shortly after on this run. Nothing too crazy, though, like 10-ish% or something like that. Nothing wild. But yeah, so we don't have anything there, so we can close that back up. Let's go look at some equity watch lists before the market closes. See if we got any opportunities. Alrighty then. CVSI, damn, getting smashed on a little bit. It did have a really nice candle yesterday, though. Is this a re-entry for CVSI? Possibly. If you're really bullish, have strong conviction on this, I would probably use this for an entry. I liked it way better when it was at 36 cents, 37 cents, but which it almost went to today. Actually did. But yeah. There's probably better opportunities here, and that one is very high risk for sure. But hold on, let's go to the weekly again. Yeah, weekly. Yeah. Really need a daily close above 40 cents would probably... Did this one close? I think it might have. Oh, it did. Okay, so shit. Maybe this is a good opportunity. As long as it's holding about 36-ish cents. Like, yeah, that's actually not too shabby. Because what is that, about 10-ish%? Yeah, so... Alright, CVSI. A little 10% risk. Pretty easy management there. Qdom. Qubits. It's okay. It's okay if it can hold about 480, but yeah. I'm wanting to get into some weed stocks, man. I gotta get some of that weed stocks. MJ&A, maybe that one. Nope. Dang, that one got smashed on. What is this doing? Brookfield Renewable Partners. Why is this in here? That doesn't seem like it should be in the weed list. Yeah, that shouldn't be in here. That should probably be in the renewable power section, like plug and fuel cell stuff. Oops. Okay. Well. Get that out of there. Although I do like this chart, so I want to make sure that it gets saved somewhere. So I like how it's kind of banging up on this trend line. Alright, I think it's kind of going to go in here. Oh, look, it is in here already. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. EB. Nah. Almost. This thing's finally having a down day. XLV. Oh, this might be actually a different, interesting spot here on healthcare. Yeah, I kind of like where this is at. Kind of higher highs, higher lows on the daily, just grinding up here. As long as it's above like 122, that doesn't look terrible. Plugs at major resistance. Silk. Oh, man, look at this. Silk Road. Been watching this area for a hot minute. Just consolidating here. It actually had its breakout yesterday, so this might actually be getting some legs on it. So that one maybe. ATI, VI. This one actually looks pretty damn good. I like this weekly channel. It's pretty nice setup here. And I think I actually did I ever get filled on this thing? Oh, I did actually get filled. I got a little bull call spread on that. J and K, nope. Nilsey, nope. Nope. Digital Ocean up in this range, nope. Opportunity, no more. Blank, oh, maybe. Weekly isn't that great. Yeah, there's just, man, this one maybe just because looking left, it's just consolidating hardcore in this area. Look at this on the weekly. Anything, though, back below 32 bucks, it's probably going to be Armageddon. GTT, this one's also kind of just chilling on these lows. No help even on the 3 hour yet, but maybe when that kicks in. I know there's somebody in here that likes to trade that guy. No. Maybe. Oh, this one. I like this. RCMT. I think we were talking about this the other day. This is kind of nice little rounded basing pattern. This could be the just little reaccumulation before a liftoff, and we are getting some nice candle structure right here. Okay. Okay. This one might need to be upgraded to the green list. What's our risk here? Like 10, 15%. It's a little higher. I liked it yesterday when it was only about 10. Let's zoom in a tad. Looks like this isn't super traded though. Hold on. Yeah, it's got enough volume though to get in and out. I mean, it's not huge. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm misreading this. Yeah, it's actually pretty low volume, so you don't want to go super heavy on this guy. Might get a little trapped, but is this weekly above here? Ah, it's so close. Let's see how this weekly closes, and this one might be going into buy the dip mode on this guy. Really like this daily setup. Any daily closure above like 390, this thing's probably going to like 450. CB. Best Buy, they had earnings today. They smashed indecisions. Like, we don't know what to do. I do think Best Buy looks really awesome on another daily closure above like 125, though. Tilray, what you doing, Tilray? Look at these weed stocks finally getting some lifting off these 200s. So we've been watching these for a hot minute. Green Tree Hospitality, look at this, pumping hard to our target. Boom, look at that. Sometimes you just got to be patient. It took a move out of the crypto book. Spring fake out, pumped up, went all the way to the apex of this triangle and busted out and already has hit our target. So not too bad there. This one is just stuck in the stupid range. This one might be setting up, IDEX might be setting up actually for a move here on a daily closure above 320. I'd start looking at some nibbles. Mosey, actually kind of like this. Stalled early this week and late last week, but now it's kind of just hanging out on these highs. Doesn't look like it's super traded though. Oh, plenty. They've got millions of volume, so that's plenty good. This one looks like it's a little riskier, yeah, like 20%. So a little high risker guy here, but this is a pretty nice chart though. Pretty decent support, about $4. Oh, let's go look at everyone's favorite. Oh my gosh, what was that I just clicked on? Oh, this one kind of looks good. Finvolution Group, don't know anything that they do. They got plenty of volume though, even a little dividend. I actually like this daily setup, is pretty nice. The only thing that's a little concerning is this little spinny top. This is kind of locking in a range. But I mean, any daily closure above $8, this thing's probably gonna come and test these highs over here. FCX, what else do we got? Freeport McMoran is looking all right. Oh man, look at these Saba coming to fruition. Nice. Dang, POW is still running. Look at this thing, man. Way to go, POW. Very nice. Very nice. And those gun stocks, man. Let's go look at the blockchain stocks. What are they doing? They're trying to base here too. Right, it's looking a little better. How about GBDC? No, GBDC looks like crap. And GBDC actually gave a little hidden signal that the top was in back around 420 over here by not even making a new high. See this? Bam. Look, it didn't even make, by a long shot too. Didn't even make a new high. Actually had a fat engulfing rejection pattern. Ew. So I'm kind of looking for a GBDC too to give us maybe a clue as well. Give me a clue. I got a raging clue right now. Yeah, but most of these are kind of just still bullshitting down here. Overstock. Woo! Look at Overstock getting that follow through. Damn it, baby. I tried to get an order in on a couple days ago, but it didn't fill and the market closed. And then this day happened, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just wait and see if I can get a little pullback. And we kind of just accidentally stumbled on this one. It's like, wait, what? How is Overstock consolidating like this on a monthly chart? Like, this is crazy bullish. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. But here it is, getting follow through. So very nice. Hope someone took that trade. Let's see, IDEX we already saw. So yeah, and I even put it on the green list. But like I said, I was trying to get in on this day, but I should have just hit the ask, huh? Sometimes when you really want into stock, you got to do that. All right, what time is it? 52. We've got about 8 minutes. Do I need to manage anything in my positions? Let's go look. Nope, this looks fine. Oh, this one took a little bit of a beater today. Woo, let's go. SBGBGI, whatever. Hell is to the yeah, brother. Fang finding a little bit of love off the rally from oil, but still not great. Let's see. This one's getting a little bit heavy. I don't like that it's losing momentum. Actually, where is my position at on this? I'm up pretty decent on it. You know, I might actually take this one off. This one actually doesn't look... Don't want to be patient. I should be, but I don't like this. There's no good green candles for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm going to take that off. There's always opportunity, whatever. So, all right, that's off of there. Oh, real quick, my buddy was all sending me this thing about AMC. He's like, hell yeah, look at this. These meme stocks, brothers. Look at that crap, 32%. It's already coming way off its high. This thing is going to dump probably really hard. This is like total meme. It's memeing it up. And yeah, there's major resistance at about 21, which is the lower end of this range. And look, one day we already went to the upper end of this range. So, and if you look at volume profile on this guy, there's nothing up here. Nothing. You're in no man's land up here. This is where everybody gets dumped on. This is the sheep zone. All right. Let's see. Lumens is looking okay still. Let's go to the daily. Getting a little bit of lackluster action there. How's that position? Yeah, it's just flat. So whatever, we'll probably let that ride. BlackBerry, let's go, baby. Let's go. Love that one. GAPL, I need to take that one off, actually, because that one is eating my lunch. That's okay, though. Discovery. Let's go off this low here. Come on. Let's get a little bit of love. I'm looking for just about 35 bucks on this guy. Give me 1 second. I gotta go get, grab a beverage real fast. Reloaded. All right, let's see here. What else do we want to do? What do I got? Oh shit, I want to go Trace Minutos. Let's just go down to a couple more of these. Yeah, that one got Murder Fest. WDC. Oh, this one's looking nice. I like that. We already did Blackberry. This one's might be coming up. It looks pretty terrible. Asher. This is the Chinese. This is how I expose myself to China. I do like this one. Still kind of just chilling here. As long as oil doesn't hit the deck. Oh, this is a new one I just added to. Was Alaskan Air Group. I do like how it's just kind of chilling up here on the weekly, flagging out above all of the major moving averages. So I do like that. Definitely a little bit riskier. Probably looking about 10-ish%. But I do really like the weekly chart on that one. And this one just popped up on the scanner, so I'm just taking a little stab. It has a similar pattern as Alaska too, just hovering right above all of those averages and just chilling. So I do kind of like that. Makes it easy to manage. Anything below this flag, it's broken, obviously. And I think that's it. Yeah, Discoteca. What's Zine doing? Yeah, Zine just continuing, looking beautiful. Sold some puts on that earlier this week, so that's doing good. All right, I think that's it. Unless, do I want to take anything off? Anything that's good in the money here? The Zine one, the Blackberry. Blackberry. Maybe Asher, possibly. I don't know, man. Because when China gets running, like the Shanghai, that thing can get beast mode. And via Shanghai is this guy. Yeah, it can get stupid. The Chinese love to pump stuff. Nat might be breaking down. Where is that one at? Did I even pull it? Oh, wow, that one's not even... Oh, yeah, it is. There it is. On the weekly, it looks fine, but on the daily, kind of got slapped a little bit today. Gave up most of my gains on that, so I'm like back to almost flat. Oh, looks like I'm done now. And what else did I do? I feel like I did one other thing. Was it eBay? Might have been eBay. Oh, yeah, it was eBay. Yeah, so I got a little call spread on eBay too now. So I actually need to add that to the list. There we go. What is that? Is that some selling or buying coming in? What is that? It's just nothingness. Boring, flat, blah. Alright, so let's go to some crypto stuff. See, since the market's closed now. See any big movers today? EOS, yeah, we saw that a lot. BAT token, but pretty much whatever. Graph, yeah. Let's go to our crypto watch list, see what's cracking over there. Spaceman token, buy. Oof, God, just gave all that shit up. Matic is doing good, but is it stalling here? Is it stalling here? That is the question. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's put some horizontals on this biatch. Oh, I don't want them that color. Hey, no. On a crypto side note, I watched this guy named... He's a great TA dude named Mitch Ray. And he's on YouTube, of course, all that. But he had Richard Hart on a couple days ago. And... that guy, man, he's a trip, dude. If you don't know who Richard Hart is, he's definitely worth, I think, taking a gander, because he's just a eclectic dude. I'll just leave it at that. Let's see, waves, and he's forking Ethereum too, which is crazy, dude. Because he's forking Ethereum with all the ERC20, so if, technically it's like gonna double all the tokens and stuff. It's crazy. It's like I don't know how the market's going to interpret that one. All right, Raven, Pundy, man, they look like every chart looks the same right now, man. Just like right around the long term, getting pressure from the short term MAs, right below structure for most of the part. Yeah, there's a couple outliers, but yeah, I mean, until Mama Bear does anything, it's only the ones that already had like a lot of relative strength, which Hex is definitely one of them. This is Richard Hart's project that he claims that it's the best chain ever in the world. And it's like, oh yeah, wow, cool. You've been out for almost a year, buddy. Good job. He makes some valid points, but he's just he's a little son bitch. So yeah, this one, is this just going to be a trap though? Yeah, you gotta be careful when you see these moves, real violent moves like this up into the previous highs. Usually you want them a little bit more methodically run, but you know, hey, above 5.5 cents, 5 cents, it technically looks pretty damn good. Alrighty then, I think that's probably it. EOS, yep, same crap. I mean, yeah, it's like, geez. Doge, Mr. Doge. Is it time to go all in on Elon? No, it's not. Not for me. You got lower highs. You're making some lower lows. This is a downtrend on a daily now, so. And there's a pretty serious trend line right here. Look at this. Badow. Jesus Christ. More solidifying that 29, 30 cent support level. So I think any moves back below 29 pennies on Doge is going to get pretty ugly. And you might look for runs down here to the 13, 15 cent area. I'd probably look for a pretty nasty rally off of that, but overall, kind of, still lower highs, right? All right, ES, how'd you close the day? Let's go look. Let's go look at ES. We can look at that cash index, actually, and see. It's about to close. Oh, my God, it's right at 420, man. 4,200, brother. Hey, look, it might actually close above 42. Why, hello. Does still have an hour technically for the futures to do that, and the cash market's going to be closed here in like 5-10 minutes, so it might do it. Let's see. Oh, look at that, little rallies at the end of the day, huh? Yeah, look at that, little pampage right into the close. Boring as shit all day, except, I mean, up into the opening session, which some friends of mine have actually been doing research on buying the market close and selling the open, and it has insanely good results. It's freaking crazy, dude. And it's not just indices, they're researching and back testing like individual stocks and all kinds of stuff too. It's like, it's pretty wild. Maybe I'll share some of those. I don't have time to do it today, but maybe tomorrow we can share some of those graphs. It's pretty impressive. But yeah, wow, nice end-of-day rally here for everything. Woohoo! Except for NASDAQ. NASDAQ's like, and you know, with the tech stocks looking like this, I mean, how could you get that excited? It's like, oh, well, okay, I'll take that back. I'll have to renege that on Facebook. Facebook's actually looking pretty damn good, but Google, whatever, in this big ass fat range up here. Amazon, like, totally whatever, just like garbage, dude. I hope this isn't like, I don't think it is. I think it's just kind of consolidation at highs, which usually leads to higher highs generally, but I hope this isn't like the market stalling out like Bitcoin did before it rolled over and then brought the rest of the market down, because that's kind of like what's happening now. Like, indices are just going sideways, and like individual shit like AMC or some stupid crap is running really hard. I mean, we can see that on the FinViz, you know, I mean, there's always some stupid mover on here, like Build-A-Bear Workshop is public now, which I didn't even know. Wow. How long have they been public for? What the fudge? All the way back since March. Yeah, you can see. What a joke. This bitch has like never really seen upticks, only for like really short periods of time. For some reason, right here, and here we are back to the middle of the range. So major resistance on this thing at like 18-20 bucks. But I had no idea Build-A-Bear was a freaking publicly traded company. What the hell, man? Okay, I guess they're selling lots of bears apparently, and everyone loves Build-A-Bear. Is this the new meme stock? It had an awesome daily chart, though, to be fair, all the way back over here, breaking above the EMAs. I mean, super sexy chart there. But what the hell, man? Build-A-Bear. 67%. So, to really hammer the point I was actually trying to make, see? Build-A-Bear. Garbage is rallying. Amazon, that's like buying movie theaters and anything and malls and like, that's actually doing shit and ships you stuff. Takes care of a lot of logistics and product distribution for you. Nah, that can't make no new highs. Netflix gives you all your shows. Nah, that can't make new highs. Apple, whatever they do, nah, can't make new highs. Tesla's actually trying to rally a little bit, but still lower highs, lower lows. And Microsoft's the only one kind of whatever. So Facebook, I guess, is the god of the fangs now. Which is like, what the hell? People still use Facebook? Apparently, they do. I mean, I guess that's what the chart's saying, but that's surprising to me. But hey, it's playing very technically off this little super spike high back in August last year. You can see, boom, came back, retested 2-3 times, and then continuation. And now we're actually making a close above here. So this thing's actually getting pretty bullish above like 320. What the absolute hell? Oh, sector majors. What happened in the sectors today? Oh, GDX. Look at that. Not kind of coming down. See, I don't like that. GDX, don't be stalling. Don't be breaking like 38.50. Don't you do it. Let's see here. Yeah, if anyone wants me to go look at a ticker or anything, do put that in the chat box now, because I'll be signing off here shortly. XME, energy, regional banking. Okay, look at that. Regional banking looking pretty nice. How are semiconductors doing? Yeah, recovering off those lows so far, but just kind of trapped in that same sideways crap for the whole year. I mean, what the hell? This is like a giant kind of diamond pattern sort of thing. I mean, it's just weird, man. Only trash gets to rally. It's like... Oh, there's CV stocks. Oh, actually, which we have. I bet this whole list is almost up. Let's see. I haven't looked at it today. Clown World. There you go. I'm telling you, y'all, this is funky, bro. This is funky, bro. I fucking knew it when I clicked that. Only one, woof, is down. Oh, damn, that might have been a good entry today. Wow, Nicola is... Oh, you bastard. My options expired, last Friday. I shouldn't have had him on anyway, so I'm not mad about that. That was a botched ass trade. Yeah, dude. Yeah, BB Dub, dude. Super hilarious. Like, what the H, bro. Neo. Man, look at this. See, just to further my freaking point about how just garbage rallies. Snow, IPO, Airbnb, FOMO. The new coolest, hottest thing, dude. Have you FOMO'd? Look at all this fat volume on here, too. Look at that, 59,000. Woo! Yeah, dude. FOMO stock, bro. All in. I'm all in FOMO, YOLO. 5 Delta calls. They don't even have Delta calls on them. Man, look at this. GME just still running. Planetaire still running after this big one. I mean, get the hell out of here, dude. Clown World stocks. Pump, bitches. Okay, so there you go. You got Clown World just getting it in. Dude, costs actually doing this kind of close. This bitch is probably going to run up to 30 bucks. I mean, cool. Woohoo! So fucking nuts, dude. And then real companies, it's like, let's go look at a real company. Johnson & Johnson. Booty. Looks like all that same crap, just going sideways. What's Hershey's doing, actually? I haven't looked at Hershey's in a while. Wow, Hershey's actually has been rallying, but it is starting to do a little rounded formation up here, though. On the daily. Not on the weekly, just on the daily. All right. Let's see. Oh, Josh has got a little couple things. XLM. Oh, we did XLM earlier, but we'll go look at it real quick. It probably looks like everything else. Oh, yeah, look, it does. It's just right up against the consolidations at the zones and at the 10 simple. Almost every single chart looks like this, bouncing off the 200 or 377 and coming right into the 10. If it has a little bit more relative strength, they're getting up into the 55 and 21. But most stuff is not cleared that yet. I think like one of the only ones is like Matic. Is Doge one of them? Because Doge has a nice weekly chart. No, Doge isn't even one. But yeah, so XLM it's okay, but I mean, I'm not touching this shit right here. No way, Jose. I need a higher high. Not just one candle. We have an engulfing candle. That's the first thing we need, but I need a higher high on the structure, which would be up above 50 cents. And you know, just stalling right here. This is usually where continuation happens, when you get the pressure from the shorter term moving average. So, yeah, of course, yeah, this is, or also a break zone. Yeah, it goes both ways, right? Here we can just look back in history real quick. Bam, comes right to it, pressure up. Generally, that's what happens, but here's one right here, and it fell through it, right? So it's not every time. Nothing's 100%, but generally that is where you're going to see the make or break moves. Let's go to H&T. Oh, no, don't like this chart. It's, well, okay, hold on. The weekly, if it can close up here, man, these weeklies are just so important this week. Like, I'm not even really taking any real positions. Like, I've scalped a couple things this week, but I'm not taking any real super big positions and heavy positions until this weekly closes. I really want to see how the end of this week closes, and really the month too. But I mean, this is okay, but I mean, look at this fat range you're in. Major resistance at 1850. Yeah, it's had a phenomenal run off the lows, just like everything has. But this weekly is not confirmed yet. We got 3 more days. If it can close above here, above $15 in 3 days, this would be pretty good, technically speaking. But just with Mama Bear and everything kind of just looming, and I don't think Mama Bear is done. I don't know why. I'm not trading that. I'm not short or anything. I'm in cash, but like my spidey sense says we're gonna do another little flush. How low that goes, I don't know, but so I'm just kind of waiting for. I'm not waiting for the flush or trading it. Like I said, I'm not short or anything, but there's just something kind of funky about this, and everybody's already like, oh, to the moon, it's going back. You just buy the dips. Well, it's like, which dip do you buy? This one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Do you buy every one of them? Do you buy all of these? I mean, I hate how they've been training people with the buy the dip crap. It's like, yeah, let me go show you something real quick about buy the dips, all right, with tech world stuff. Let me go show you real quick, because most people haven't been trading that long. Let's go to buy the dip. Here you go. Here's the NASDAQ after the dot-com bubble blew up. All right. Oh, you just buy the dip right here, right? 25% discount. See? It's cool. Oh, see? It's rallying. I'm a genius. You just, oh, it's back to normal. Buy the dip. Oh, shit, it's lower. You buy the dip. Hey, damn, look at this. I'm going to buy the dip, dude. I'm a genius. It's 25% lower than what I got it before, so I can dollar cost average all the way down, you know? Oh, shit, look, it dipped again. I want to buy the dip again off the 200. Oh, rallies a little bit. Dang, look, I'm still only down 30%, but I bought the dip and I feel good. Oh, shit, I'm going to rebuy the 200. Oh, I'm going to buy this dip, too. Oh, I'm going to buy this dip, too. I mean, you get the point, right? Like buy the dip is not a long-term strategy that works. And people are like, oh, yeah, if you just bought it and held it, dude, it'd be okay. You'd make some money, bro, okay? Diamond hands, okay? And be like, oh, all right. So let's just say you did buy right here, and you're like, I'm a genius. And then you just held through all this 70% dump afterwards over the next, not even short, over the next almost 2 years, it kept just bleeding out, right? And you're like, oh, whatever, I got diamond hands, bitch. And then you're like, okay, hodl till it goes back up. All right, well, let's see how long that takes. It only takes almost 4,000 days, and you broke even. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, nothing in your life happened, right, in 10 years that you needed to take that money out. Yeah, okay. Alright, there's my rant for buy the dip crap. Yeah, it does feel like a weird spot. I'm right there with you. Because it's not only just crypto. It's like all the markets are having like these weird, similar kind of vibes to them. Like I was just explaining about the how indices and major stocks, like the staple stocks, aren't running hard, and it's just like this fucking meme crap that's running. So it's very akin to the crypto markets, and actually Bitcoin was the one that kind of led a couple of the stock market sell-offs too. So will it do it again? I don't know. Energy. Oh yeah, look at this huge bounce now. Oh, garbage chart though. This sucks. This is terrible. I mean, what is this? I mean, cool. It's been 87%. It's trying to base here, I guess. I don't know. I don't like anything about this chart. I mean, I guess it's in this kind of weird channel right here. Something like this. And usually down sloping channels do break out to the upside, so maybe if it can clear, like, oh my god, what is this in? Oh, I'm in Bitcoin. I thought I was in dollars. I was like, holy shit. Let's go to the dollar chart, because that's going to be better. This isn't really going to help us on anything. Oh, there is no dollar chart. What? There's no dollar chart on NRG. Okay, so can someone confirm this for me? So I think that TradingView took off HitBTC, which sucks. Like, I don't trade on HitBTC, but it had some pairs on there that were like, that were actually good, and like it had just like some random stuff to trade, and I was like, I thought I was special yesterday, and I was trying to look up the stuff, and I didn't see HitBTC anymore on TradingView's thing, and I'm kind of upset about that a little bit. I hope that it's just like some upgrade or something, but I can't find anything that has HitBTC on it anymore, which, like I said, it's not my favorite. They're a little scammy, but they can't be super scammy if they're still around. It's been 5 years or something, 6 years, so they're only like, they're minimal scammy. But yeah, I don't know. Now they're not even on TradingView, and they have some of the pairs because they have pretty much no, bar for entry, and so that kind of just sucks, man. Like Pirate Chain was on there. I kept looking at Pirate Chain. That was a nice one to look, and now TradingView says no, none for you. So I don't really like that. No soup for you. On that .com bubble chart, what indicators said it was time to start buying back in on the real bottom? All right, that's a good question. So energy, I wish we could get a different chart here, but this just, I can't really get anything out of this chart, except if it broke maybe 7,000 satoshis. But I'd really like to see the dollar chart. Now let's go back to NDX. See what you're saying. All right, let's go weekly. Let's scroll back into time. Way back. All right, let's see. So, it never said to buy it. No, I'm just kidding. So it depends on how conservative or whatever you want to be. But usually when you get into big bear markets like this, it's best to look at like 3-day weekly. I mean, you could even use the monthly if you wanted. I think that's a little bit far, but hold on. Let me go back in time here. And that's Alt-G to do that if you want to know, so I didn't have to scroll for like 84 times clicking the mouse. You can literally just hit Alt-G and go to, and you can even customize the range too if you only want to look at like a certain section of the graph. You can do that, so it's a pretty nifty little thing in TradingView if you didn't know how to use that. All right, so in this, once it broke down like this major structure, we'd be looking probably at the... oh my god, why does it keep doing this? Like on the weekly, it's not that bad to scroll, but So on here, once it broke the weekly 21, right, this is a big death type candle. So when this candle happened, that marked pretty much the top. It engulfed the previous, 4 months of business and went back to below the 21 EMA. So you can use that, and then you'll need the 618 to be recovered. So then you could measure that and be like, here, boom, the 618 is not being, or it's being respected to the downside, but it wasn't being respected to the upside, so you can see the continuation. You get all the crosses down right here, which is extremely bearish, even with on a time frame this high. If you get the opening like this, it's not as relevant with the longer term time frames. You can see this pressure, because it just takes, it's weekly candles, it takes a while. So you're going to want to just look for this similar posturing, but to the flip side. So like when this rally started, right, we can go all the way back to, which was a long time ago, all the way back to here in December of 94. So it flips back, and even like before that, there's a couple instances, but it had a nice little flip back, and DMI got bullish right here, confirming that the bulls were very, very strong on a weekly. So we can go in the future, and we would want to see something very similar to that. And so we're going, look at this, down, down, down. Finally gets over the 21 for a second, but Mama and the 55 say no thank you. Continuation, continuation, and just keeps going, keeps going. Now you can see down here they start to attempt to flatten out a little bit, the EMAs, I mean. And you can see also the oscillators go neutral. They did go neutral back here just for a second in this, what is this, a couple months? Yeah, like 2 months. With no follow-through, though. You get no follow-through on this, so that was kind of a sign. And below the Mama. But then it resets here. We get above the Mama. We start to gain momentum on the DMI. DMI is very important for major trends on a weekly chart, especially in traditional markets. And you can actually see back here, RSI actually nailed it. RSI will be first, and you could look for that, but there's a lot of fake outs, though. But yeah, RSI actually flipped longer back over here, right? And said, hey, this is the potential candle and the base of price action for the bull market to continue. Which, if you use RSI crossing, like how I have it on these EMAs like that, and so let's say on this one it crosses, and so you can use this candle right here. So from 877 to 950, as long as price holds that, it is technically going to be in a bullish posturing. And that works for the downside too, but here's an example where it breaks. So here's one where it gets above, right? Makes it a nice close, because these are going to happen before anything else flips bullish. So you get that, and look, it's right under the Mama and the 377, so probably not high probability, but you never know. And so you can just use this bottom range of this candle at 1438, and once that breaks, it's over. So then that ruins it. And really, once these two candles too came in, you'd be like, oh, that's over. But yeah, you can see just kind of slow grinding, gets above the Mama, consolidates for over a month. That's that first super sexy time, getting over the Mama average. You really like to see that. And then your next thing is just waiting for the EMAs to really confirm with the DMI, which the DMI actually confirms on this candle before the EMAs look sexy. So that's kind of what you're looking for, DMI and getting over the Mama, and weeklies closing above the 21 EMA. With some of these other oscillators. So you can see it kind of did it back here too, but it ended up being a fake out. But look where it held, though. It held that base candle to like perfectly. It held it. Just dipped into it with a couple little shadows for 2 days or 2 weeks, and then had continuation. But that's pretty much kind of what you're looking for. And then once the weekly flips on DMI, that's usually some pretty substantial momentum that's going to continue. It's hard to take the weekly DMIs out like really fast. So you can see that kind of flipped. And then you can zoom out too on the monthly, because the monthly is definitely relevant on these long-term sell-offs. And once the monthly gets back above also the 21 EMA, that's also a good way to use, and probably more simple for most people. Once it breaks back above that, you can start looking for safer longs for sure. And also basic candlestick shit, man. Like the indicators are always laggards. So like a basic candlestick formation, like some of the stuff that I'll trade on stream, is like this. Like what we're doing right now with Bitcoin. Like, look, it went down to the 200 MA and it had its first engulfing candle right after one, right? So that's cool. And it's this consecutive one right after it. So that could be putting in a base. You know, like you can go back in history. When it starts selling off, you don't really get any of those. Not definitive, like above, like, you know, it's actually above 2 months prior. And so you have one kind of here, but it's pretty weak, and it's only this one. And then you get rejection pretty much immediately. But like that's like the first sign you'll get is something like that. And but yeah, 21 monthly or weekly is a good way to judge some of those moves for sure. And man, don't be afraid to just use price action. People think it's just too damn simple. It's like, oh, it can't be that easy. Well, sometimes it is. Sometimes it absolutely is. I mean, even on a monthly, if you're only using high time frame charts, I mean, you can just look back at the last month or two, and you can just be like, oh, well, as long as it stays below this open, I'm going to stay out in cash. Or maybe you like to short. You're like, I'm just going to stay shorter in cash until we can get at least a test of that. And you can see, I mean, that pretty much gets most of the trend. So remember that. The higher you go out and zoom out on time frames, the easier you make it on yourself. But also the more patient you have to be, and that's the problem. A lot of people don't have patience, and they'll shake out and be like, I want to make $1 million this week. And then they go broke. That's pretty much what happens. So that was a long-winded answer for that. But there you go. That'll be the answer. And let's go to Bitcoin real quick. What is it doing? And so on the daily, it doesn't have it on the monthly. That's way more powerful on the monthly. But it does have it on the daily and just basic candle structure. You know, could we be putting in this base right here? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely could be happening. But we have no follow-through and no oscillators to help show that yet. And even on the 7-minute crack time frames, we're actually re-breaking back down to look actually kind of shitty. So it's making new lower highs, lower lows, breaking below the long-term EMAs. Like, I mean, you know, look at this bouncing off this horizontal, guys. This is very, very critical. But look, even on crack time frames, lower high, lower highs, right? So even struggling on these on the session today, earlier in the morning, to even get back above this little business attempt here. So I don't know, man. Spidey sense tells me Bitcoin's got one more little pump to the downside. Pump to the downside. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess it kind of does in crypto. It's a bullish dump, okay? It's just totally a bullish dump. All right? Totally normal for stuff to go down 80, 90%. You know? It's bullish dumps. All right, let's see. All right, I think I got all the tickers, got all that. Our weekly closes, super important. I cannot hammer that enough. And really, I mean, just like we've been watching this RSI daily all the way back, literally to the beginning of the year. Although we couldn't plot it since then. We plotted it around late February. But every time it just comes up to this, it just gets murder fest. And I mean, yeah, I guess the measured move of this distribution pattern has probably been hit. Let's see. We kind of just do about like so and do like so. Yeah, wow, look at that. Hit like the frickin'. I guess you could go a little lower. Technically, it's probably about when this level breaks. But, I mean, close enough is close enough. I'm splitting hairs there. Right at that 30-ish K level. So it has hit the measured move of that. Is it over? I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not convinced yet. I'm still in cash, so I'm not playing with that fire. I've been burned a lot in volatile times like this just because, and it's so stressful. Yeah, you can make a lot of money, the bounces. Yeah, I get it, man. Like, look, oh, yeah, it's up 25% in a day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's cool, but the market will giveth and taketh away, like, every other day, especially with something like crypto. And, you know, Bitcoin volatility is really high. You know, Bitcoin vol is at the highest it's, you know, been in a while. It's up above 100. And so you can, this is the Bitcoin vol chart. It's kind of an ugly chart, but not really. I'm not doing any TA on it, but it's just kind of like, oh, if you're an option seller on Bitcoin, this is useful for you. But yeah, so we're way up here in high volatility, and I just you could be up 20% today, and you could be down 20% today, and I just don't want to sit through that. I made some good money on the run up. I'm preserving capital, and I'm going to be patient and wait for re-entries. Salute the shorts. And so yeah, I did actually take a couple little short scalps on Bitcoin and a long scalp on Doge, but they're super tiny. I'm just kind of playing around. I will say I kind of do want to get short on Bitcoin. Although I wanted to do that earlier at about like 39 something earlier this morning. But I kind of missed that boat, obviously, because there we were almost exactly sold off. So that's okay. Don't give a shit. I'm just patiently waiting. I really want to just see resolution on these dailies, man, because I want to get long some stuff. You know? Yeah, it is. And that's just easy. You can just do BVOL, Bitcoin volatility. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And that's off of BitMEX's history. So I think they have other ones too, but you know, BitMEX has pretty good volume still. So, but yeah, Doge. I'd really like to get into some Dogecoin again, but it's just not sexy. I mean, this is bearish on a cracked time frame right now. You know, it's bearish still. Look at this dominance. We are still dominant on low time frames on DMI. So like, it's dangerous to be getting aggressively long here, in my opinion. I'm not going to do it. You can do whatever the hell you want with your money, but I'm not doing it. So, right now, all I see is lower highs, lower lows on a daily, and that ain't no bullshit. Only if you look at the weekly, you're like, damn, Doge looks great. Although I'm in log, so it'll look a little bit worse if I take it out of log. See? So for people that don't use log, you're like, oh shit, that chart just got real shitty. But I like to be able to see the price action, so. But yeah, I mean, you know, this is only 70% down or so from the all-time high. Not too bad. It's pretty impressive that it is so far holding the upper 20s, though. I will give it that. Tweet something, Elon. Save the day, damn it. You asshole. It costed me all my money. I live in the car now. This is bullshit. My wife left me. My kid calls me an idiot because he bought Doge at 5 cents and I FOMO'd in at 60 cents and now he's richer than me. I'm so pissed. How could my 14-year-old be smarter than me? Damn it. Fuck that kid. All right, daily's about to close. Let's go. Come on, Earl. Get it in. Over the devil's number. I like it. Let's go get our smash on for oil, dude. Ooh, yeah, this weekly, too. If it closes up here like this tomorrow, I guess on the weekly basis, it actually needs it a little bit higher than the devil's number at about 66.80. But, hey, we're there right now. Party time. Let's go. Earl's got major resistance in the low 70s, though, so any energy stuff I've got on by then, I will definitely be peeling off. Let's go to Russell. What's Russell doing? Just up. Holy crap, man. This thing is just beast mode, dude. Beast mode close. Let's see how the cash index closed. Yeah, pretty nice. Not too shabby. What's Ethereum doing? Whoa, down 4%. What the hell? What the H? So it's dumping as the market rallied there at the end of the day. All right. All right, Ethereum. Come on, Vitalik. Super sloppy EMAs here, guys. This is just not... There's just... Edge sucks, man. Yeah, there's some edge on major horizontal support levels, but that time has passed, man. Now we're just, like, on the relief bounces. And, you know, anything can happen from here, so... That's going to be... post it up. Post it up. Alright, I think that's probably it. think so. B-Vol, we should probably scoot this up. It deserves to be by its brethren. We'll put it up by Bitcoin futures. Let's actually go look, see if there's another Bitcoin volatility index. If they had one on Binance, I would actually like that one better. Volatility. No. I want to do that. BTC vol. Oh, D-Vol. Deribit's got one. That's cool. That's probably pretty good. I imagine they probably have some more. Let's go look at that, actually. D-Vol. Oh, it just came out. Okay, well, there's something to look at here. That's cool. So we'll have some data, another reference point for volatility. And from Deribit, too, one of the biggest options market makers in the space. So that's cool. I like to see that. Way to go, Deribit. Nice to see y'all still growing. Oof, God, yeah, this is getting kind of ugly, guys, on cracked time frames. Watch out, man. This is the time where bearish resets happen, and the bulls will get pushed down into here a lot of times. Anything back below 37K, y'all. Ew. I'd probably look for at least a minimum test of the these lower 33-ish, 34-ish areas. Did you short anything, Mr. Josh? I know you've been talking about it a lot. We actually talked about it a lot back over here in this cluster. Unfortunately, I shook out of my short position. I was actually short Ethereum Classic, too, at like, oh my God, I'm so mad I botched this trade up. Literally, it was this day. It was at like 143 or something. I had almost the top tick on that bitch. I was pretty upset about that one. But that's my problem as a trader, is prematurely exiting. I'm trying to remove that from my brain and bad habits. It's probably one of my worst habits, is that. It's probably a lot of people's worst habits, too. It's just, the fear of giving up gains that you got. Whoa, let's go, ES. Holy moly. All right. Okay. Okay, man. 20 minutes. Let's close up here. 20 minutes, actually. What the hell? Where's my son at? He's supposed to be here already. That's not cool. All right. You were looking right at the chart around the 40K. No meeting. Laptop open. Didn't take it. Yeah, dude. You gotta take the trade, man. When it's there, take the setup. Just if you're a little sketchy about it, what I'll do is I'll just lower the position size. I'll just do a smaller position. So if I'm wrong, I just won't lose as much. But if I'm right, I'll still make some money and feel good and like confident about that I took the trade or whatever. And it builds like slow confidence, because what happens is if you stop taking those trades and they're good setups for however your edge is, you might start beating yourself up, and you'll be like, oh, I should have taken that. Oh, I'm such a bad trader. And then you start thinking of all the negative connotations and bad trades you've made in the last whatever year, months, whatever, and you're just like, oh, God, I could just never do it right. And instead of like even dealing with that, hey, if you're normal, I'm just going to make numbers up. Your normal size is $1,000 per entry. You put $1,000 on your normal lot size, then just put 500. Shit, put 300. Do a third. And then just do that. Then that way it helps manage your risk. Position sizing is like one of the best things you can do for risk management. It might be like one of the only things you can do, too. Especially with the volatility really high. Unless you trade options. But yeah, man. Next time, don't hesitate. No hesitation. A good trader I know called named Stephanie Cameraman. She says that's her number. Her 3 rules are no thinking, no thinking, no thinking. I ain't scared. There's been 5 or 6 of those that you've missed. It's just execution. Got to pick my range and open it at the right before. You know, another thing you can do is what I've been playing with the last year is I'll just put the order in already. You already know that you want to take a short and you have high probabilities, right? So, like if you have a nice range and you want to play range trading, which is totally a thing right now in this market, and you want to just hit, you know, mid 40s and take shorts, then just put those on the books like right now. You know, just put them on there, and then already just figure you can put the limit order and you can put a stop limit order all in at the same time. So if it gets filled, it'll immediately just slap the order. Let's say your limit is, I don't know, 44,000 from this. I'm just making something up. So you're like, okay, I'll short anywhere up to about 4,100 or 41,000-ish, and then I'll stop out of everything at like 44. And then if you already just put that order in the book, then you won't get frozen when price goes there and you see it, because there's just this weird thing about trading in our brains. It's like you can totally get stuck. And like you, even though you know you should do something, this happens with losers a lot. Like something goes against you and it breaks down, and it's clearly, like right here, it's clearly breaking down, and it's exceptionally clearly breaking down after this candle follow through from indecision, and you just keep holding it because you probably didn't have a good exit plan, and now you're going to trade emotionally and exit emotionally, and you're like, I can't even click the button. It's like your brain just like won't let you do it. It's so weird. It's really, really funny how the human brain is like that. It's just our brains are not made to be good traders. We're just, our society, everything isn't really built around that. It's not built around risk taking or teaching about finances, any kind of money. So just, you kind of have to turn kind of into a machine and just be like, oh, that's the setup, that's the edge I like to look at. Boom, putting the trade on. Boom, putting the trade on. Put the trade on. Of course, you got to be careful there because there's going to be infinite opportunities. You don't want to like stretch yourself too thin, because even though you do a smaller position size, you have to be careful. You don't want to do like, it's the same if you have $10,000 in your account and you usually do $1,000 per position, and then you have 10 on. But if you do smaller positions, but you're putting all that capital at risk, and you just have 20 on at 500. Then it's like the same thing. You're not offsetting it. And a good rule I like to use for capital allocation is I don't like to go over like 2/3 generally of my capital for trading. Just as that way I always have about 20-30% of cash. There are certain occasions where I have gone like max all in. I've done that on crypto specifically, especially earlier in this year. But those are only for like short periods of time, and I like to always just have a little bit of firepower, that black powder or green powder on the side, because you know you might see an awesome opportunity, and then one, you don't want to be fully you don't want your full risk capital just out there. And then two, like, what are you going to close if you're full and you see a really good chart set up? Like, then you have to get more emotional and go through the other charts and be like, oh, but I like this one, or this is a good setup. And yeah, just opportunity cost and emotional capital management is extremely important in trading. Patience, too, is probably the biggest one. Smaller positions, too, make some kind of, yeah, totally, man, totally. All right, bitty bits. I'm just going to kind of probably just chill and hang out until my son shows up. He was already supposed to be here like 30 minutes ago, but I don't know what's going on. We're supposed to go hang out because it's my day with him. All right. Yep. Let's see here. Chilling. Is it going to? Will it hold? That's like the cool game show we have. Will it hold? Probably. Oh, I guess he's on his way. Okay, cool. Well, any other tickers or anything? My son should probably be here pretty shortly, so I'll be signing off here probably in the next 10 minutes or less. I'd be happy to go look at a couple more tick orders, but you know, Oh, you want to see something random that I'm looking at? Maybe putting a bid on? Is this old-ass coach van. Hold on. Look at this. It's old as hell. In Houston, it needs some work, but it's got a nice 350 engine in it, which are super easy to work on. Parts everywhere. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, dang. It's old as hell, right? Obviously 80s, but I've been looking for something like this for cheap. I kind of want to put together a little, little rebuild one, a little project with my son. Because I camped a lot when I was a kid, and I liked it, so... something I just thought, a little side note that doesn't have anything to do with trading. But, yeah, of course, I like this. Whenever you see this, I've worked in... I used to be a car technician, and I've sold and bought a lot of cars. And this is funny. Whenever you see this, just for info out there, if you see someone say this, it needs a new battery, and that's pretty much it, right? And it'll have to be towed. Well, it's like, well, if it needs new battery terminals and needs to be towed, there's something else wrong with it, because you could easily buy battery terminals and slap those on there and tow it out. So it's like, it's probably not the only problem. So, and 2,700, shit, boy, that's not terrible. I wouldn't want to give them more than like 15, $2,000, but hey. You in this market though, all this shit is super jacked up, man. It's crazy. It is crazy. You go into the auction and like, let's see, I probably have a, oh no, I deleted the tab. But I had a tab up before, like looking at an auction locally, and it was just like, dude, a beat up ass RV. I mean, totally beat up. And they're selling for like almost retail prices, like normal retail prices. But that market's just so hot right now, and people are so hot right now. And people are just wanting to go camping and not be in hotels still and all that kind of crap. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. The RV rental camping gig is freaking expensive, dude. I was looking at just renting one to try it out, and dude, it's like $200 a night. It's like, dude, I might as well get a hotel. I know you can't go to as many places and all that, but Jesus. So I thought about even doing that one for me to use it. And then I could also like rent it out to people too, you know. Maybe help pay for some of the renovations, because something like this, as y'all can obviously see in the pictures, is going to need a lot of tender love and care and ducats. So, oh, bitty bits, what are you doing? You're starting to look kind of shitty. Don't do it. Don't you do it, you little bitch. Yeah, I mean, did the 3 hour. I know we don't usually look at the 3 hour anymore on here, and 3 hours neutral is F, so it's whatever. Kind of like, I'm really sticking to these higher time frames for the asset class. That's what I've been really trying to nail into my brain the last few weeks. It's just like, X asset gets X time frames, and that's it. It's just keeping the analysis for myself cleaner. And 7 minute, I don't really use, except for like my scalping. I'll use it against this thing to have like backup. So for an example, I'll show you here. We got a long signal on rut right here at 8:30. Oh shit, yesterday. And so where's the at 8:30 yesterday, and then sometimes I'll just use the crack time frames and go down like that and see, oh, did I get one yesterday too at 8:30? And then we can go to yesterday, and actually, yeah, there was right here. So pretty nice, pretty nice. Oh, my son just got here. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna go hang out with the fam. Bitcoin best be holding 37K, or get ready for 35 and below probably. And below. And a nice close, though, on ES. It looks like we only got, 9 minutes, so it's pretty likely we're going to close above 4,200. So good job. Maybe this will bring a little bit of love into the crypto sector. So let's see what happens. I'll see y'all guys tomorrow. Live streaming it up. Much love. Take care. Have a great Thursday night. Peace. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah.